Well, happy Monday to you all. It's getting pretty warm here, so get on there. So I'm gonna try to get out early and go for a ride, film this little video, just because why not? You know? Oh, I don't like the paddock stand on the driveway, but I had to move things so I can get the bike out. Let's see, get on over. All right. I really appreciate all the feedback on the mic. I too think that it sounds better. I still hear breathing, but I'm assuming it's allergy season. I can't really breathe that well. Plus, I ingest nicotine, so I gotta stop doing that. I'm gonna wipe that screen real quick because that thing is dirty. So today's agenda. It's gonna be another ramble video. Things that I'm thinking of as I go. But most importantly, because I seem to be taking this whole YouTube thing a little bit more serious, I figured that I would go film an intro. Because I feel like all the videos I have, they kind of just start. I think that every good YouTube channel needs an intro. So we're going to take care of that today. I'm going to borrow my father/brother's drone. A little bit of a cold start for you. And we're going to go film up in the hills, mountains, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Sounds good. Feels good. Bike's running fantastic. I mean, I can't really tell much of a difference, but yeah. So we're all good there. I'm going to go get after it. I shouldn't need gas. Now I got half tank. Shouldn't need gas. Don't need gas, which is great. I'll catch up to you guys in a minute. Okay. So based on the last clip, I mentioned that I'm gonna go film an intro to this here YouTube channel. I wanted to talk a little bit more about, I guess, what I'm gonna be. Hi, puppy. What I'm going to be doing with this channel? Because I do thoroughly enjoy it. I've always been a creative person in the sense to I started photography when I was 12, 13, and I kind of just loved it, and then I eventually applied that to cars, and I've been doing that for the past decade, and now since I ride motorcycles more than I do anything car related, I felt that why not pick up a camera, start a YouTube channel, and just kind of document things that I do. Everything motorcycle, right? Obviously, big obvious, you're here because of Street Triple content, maybe Trident 660 content, not too sure. Welcome for that. If you just like motorcycles and just having a good time, yeah, this is probably the place to be. I really do spend a lot of time, unfortunately and fortunately, I guess, for people. I spend a lot of time on social media. I like it. I like to connect to people. I like to talk to people. If I know things that maybe people don't and they have questions, I absolutely love to answer and help any way that I can. A little bit of a side thing, but more on that. In cars, for example, especially the way that I build cars, how, you know, air ride, you know, camber, stance, I hate that term, but stance. People love to gatekeep things. I used to do that. I'll come out and say it. I used to do that, right? I like to have the only type of thing, right? That was my whole vibe. Oh, my music is very loud. That was the whole vibe that I had, right? Is that I wanted it to be different. I didn't want anyone to copy this and that. And then as I matured, I learned that that's ridiculous. People, it's okay to have the same, I guess, what is the word? I'm looking for a word. I'm gonna look for a word. I'll be back. Okay, the word is style. The same style, right? The same, I guess, goal as other people. And so it got to the point, man, where people kept asking and I kept kind of just like denying, and I'll be the first to say that was mean. And this is with cars, not with motorcycles. This was before before I did anything motorcycle related. So I just find that it's best to just help people. Don't gatekeep things. There's no point in it. Okay, you're not cool because you have something no one else has. Okay, you should want people to push to get to their dreams that may line up with yours. That's the way that I think of things. Okay, I think that if somebody had a question about motorcycles, like the for example, if you watched my my Trident 660 video, you notice that I have that custom plate frame tail tidy thing, right? I was lucky enough to reach out to a member that I found on Reddit. I think his name's William, or Will Ramos. That sounds familiar. And he walked me through it. And I think it was before that, but it was at that moment that I knew no, it was just at that moment that, like, motorcycling is, and motorcycle riders are just such a different breed of people, where everyone is just out to help people. And I feel like I could offer help to people too. If they have any questions or anything, just hit me with them. I'm just having fun. I just like to have a good time and make content for people who maybe are in positions where they can't ride. So for me, for example, right, living in the great old state of Oregon, I can't ride for like 7 months out of the year. I mean, I can, but I choose not to. It's too cold. It's not worth it. So I sit at home, just like how you're doing right now, and I watch YouTube videos of people riding their motorcycles and seeing them happy, because I know that one day I will be able to do the same for hopefully you. I went back on a lot of the old videos of these Street Triple, and I've added links to everything that I have bought for this bike so far, which is a lot, and that's going to be another talking point today, is my need to relax. But I've added links to everything, so if you're watching this and this is the first video maybe you've stumbled upon of mine, welcome. I ride in the great old state of Oregon. I mean, just look at that. Just look at it. It's pretty. Don't mind the cemetery built behind houses. Yeah, no. So welcome. If you see anything on the bike and you have questions, just reach out. Or I guess you don't have to reach out, because they're all in the description. I saved it, so I have a template. As I'm learning this whole YouTube thing, I've just learned to save things like hashtags and bio stuff, all that kind of stuff. I don't know, it's fun. It's a new thing to learn, and I really like to learn things that truly interest me. More real world riding, right? Like this is just me living with this bike and just riding around my backyard, basically. I'm truly blessed to be able to have all of this at my grasp, but I'm gonna make the most of it. It is 80 degrees out on a Monday. I had a little bit of lull in work. I wanted to get out and ride before it got hot, as I mentioned, so here we are. So yes, expect content, whether it just be random rides or part installs. You're gonna get it. Too much money. I've spent too much monies on this here motorcyclette, and the bank accounts shows it. Well, that's fine. I mean, the good news is that these parts are, besides the exhaust, relatively cheap, right? Like, I think the most expensive part on the bike, besides the exhaust, is the tail light, and that's like $125. So it's nice to have a change of pace. Hold on, let me get past this. It's nice to have a change of pace from buying expensive car things, because motorcycle stuff's just cheaper. I mean, even for new bikes. I mean, luckily Triumph didn't change much on the new bikes, so lots of old parts fit from that. So I'm coming up on, how many miles does this Bessie have? 574 incredible miles on this bike, which means on tomorrow I'm gonna waltz on into my Triumph dealership for the probably 7th or 10th time within the past month, and say hi to all those wonderful people there at Cascade Moto and say, hey, I need an oil filter and some oil, because it's time to put some new oil in this thing. Man, I gotta get out earlier and ride more. Look at there's no one here. So yeah, I get to go to Triumph tomorrow, which I'm always excited to go say hi to Nick and Kenny and Wolf, the guys at service. I'm always stoked to say hi to those guys. Great guys. I mean, we all have the same, you know, likes on things. So yeah, oil change this week. I'll probably film that because why not? But other than that, just another week, right? It's a warm one though, so we're gonna make the best of it. I really enjoy this this Eclipse Revit Eclipse jacket. I really like it. Great mesh. The armor in the elbows and on the shoulders is really good. It doesn't come with back protection, so that's kind of lame. It's fine. I have another jacket I can probably just steal it off of. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good jacket. I like it. It was on sale. No problems with it. Gloves though, these are Climb. Man, I'm getting hit by something here. A strap. I'm getting hit by a strap. Yeah, the Climb, whatever they're called, gloves. I feel like I could do better. Somebody asked if they were gardening gloves, and well, yes, they are. I do things in this glove other than ride motorcycles. Gardening is not one of them, but it could be used for gardening. Sure, why not? So I might look into some other gloves. I think Triumph has some gloves that are cool. Alpine Stars. I might grab some gauntlet gloves, just cause I have like 3 different pairs of these types, like the short ones. So I might grab more. What's going on here, buddy? I might grab, or I might not grab the short type and grab some gauntlets just because why not? But not a problem. And I need pants. I still don't have freaking pants. This guy's all over the place. I still don't have pants. I'm just wearing some rescues from Tilly's, which fit my beautifully sculpted body perfectly. But there's no armor, and if I lay her down, oh boy, that'll hurt now. That's gonna hurt. So I really like the NBT pants that I've mentioned. I just don't know if I want to grab those because I actively have been losing weight for the past 6 months. I'm down about 55 pounds. So I don't know if I want to buy expensive pants right now if I'm going to keep this going. If you make a left, okay, not making a left. This guy's completely lost. What's the plate? I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to buy expensive pants and then have them not fit me in a month. So I'm going to play it a little lightly. I might try to go on Cycle Gear or wherever and see if they have any sales on some pantalones, and go from there. So the ground is pretty wet right here, even though it's 80 degrees out. And I think that they are cleaning the roads, not paving, but cleaning the roads. It could be a possibility, I'm not sure. Which is cool because that means that we can increase speeds a little bit because I won't be as scared about little pebbles and rocks and dirt and grime and shit like that stuff. This might hurt some feelings, but I'm going to talk about tuning and what I understand it to be. Now, I've had comments across multiple platforms: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, claiming that I will blow this bike up with a slip-on because the bike doesn't adjust. If that were the case, and now hear me out, if that were the case, and remember, this is just a slip-on, okay? I still have a stock cat, okay? Yes, there is a redesign in the headers. However, I do not see it to be that big of a change to the point where it's going to hold back, okay? Yeah, let's just go in the middle. Look, you're up again. Okay, where was I? Right, exhaust. Now, People say that whole like 15-minute let it idle, let it run until the fans run, blah, blah, blah. That may work. I can't confirm or deny that that does work. However, if the bike didn't adjust AFRs on the go, let's say you started at sea level and you went up into the hills, and not just hills, like let's say you went up into the mountains. Dude, that guy cannot figure it out. Let's say you go up into the mountains, you're gonna have a hell of a time. Your bike is probably going to die, and not like die like blow up, like it's just not going to be able to run right. These bikes have ECUs that are not dumb, but they're not the smartest. They're not like car ECUs, or they might be. I don't know. I could be just talking completely out of my ass here. I'm sure somebody will come into the comments and be like, oh, actually, and let's save it, okay? I know what I'm doing is not what Triumph intended for the bike, okay? I understand that they have spent millions of dollars to develop a bike to sound like a good old Dyson. I get it. But popping and all that stuff that your engine makes, like what mine's doing right now, is not a bad thing, okay? That could just be extra fuel getting tossed and igniting, okay? Will that build up carbon? Probably. Will I have this bike long enough for that to see that to be a problem? Nope. Not my pig, not my farm at that point. I'm just going to enjoy the bike and modify it the way that I please. And maybe you'll take my advice, maybe you won't. I can see a tune only being necessary. Only being necessary. And this is the same way with cars, is if you remove the cat. Okay? Cats hold back a lot of air. Maybe not this one. Not really the one on my car, but I got rid of that one anyway. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I still have a kitty cat in my car. For the FDA, that's their FDA? Food and Drug Administration. No. For the people who are into cars that control the laws. Those guys. I'm talking to you. Oh, I lost camera connection, but I didn't, which is annoying. Talking to you. Okay? But if you remove a cat, if you remove your cat at all, generally speaking, you should tune the car or bike to optimize for a more free-flowing exhaust. If exhaust gases can escape the engine faster, it's going to be able to work the engine more. I don't know the exact terminology. Like I said, I'm just talking to talk. But you'll be okay. A tune would be nice. I don't disagree with that. I think a tune would definitely benefit the bike. I'm not saying it wouldn't, but I'm saying that for just a basic slip-on, it's not exactly necessary unless you are going for the utmost performance. For me, sound and looks, buddy. Sound and looks. Okay, I think I have narrowed down the spot where I want to take this drone video, because I had a cool idea, and I'm going to try it out because why not? I get to express my creativity again. So yeah, we are going to go there. I'm going to just ride until I get, it's right here on the corner. Is there any cars behind me? There are not. This is sketchy because it's dirt, and I really would rather not drop this bike. And that looks like a big curb, so I'm gonna all right, man. I'm short. I'm a short guy. And boom! Look at this place. Isn't this cool? And then there's trees behind me too. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit some drone shots because this is just perfect right now. Before this dies and dries out, I wanted to at least get a little drone thing, but the bike looks good. We got no problems. It's shimmering in this beautiful Oregon sun. So I will take the drone shots, which you will probably see in the beginning of this video. So you're welcome. I hope you like it, bird. And I'll be right back. Okay, good. I got some drone shots. Hopefully those turn out good. That's like the first time I've used the drone in, oh man, a long time. So a bit rusty. I've also don't have a lot of experience with it, so we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. If you see an intro, well, that means it turned out good. I'll see if I can work with what I got. Okay, so now we have dirt, gravel, and a blind turn. So I have to be very quiet and I have to look because I do not want to slip out and drop the bike. That would suck. So let's go ahead and try this out. Are you guys gonna wish me luck? I'm gonna film it just in case. Oh man, car after car. Okay, so far so good, and haha, success. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and go on home. It's been probably about 45 minutes, so maybe get back to work for a little bit. This was my lunch. Oh man, what a good road now. I don't know where those cars are. Oh, I'm sweating. Woo! It's 82. I use the clutch a lot. Even though I have this beautiful quick shifter, I use the clutch a bunch. And that's not to say that the quick shifter is bad by any means. It's excellent, if I'm being honest with you. There's something about that little lull in between pulling a clutch, flicking the gear up, and letting it out. I don't know, man. It's just, and downshifts too. Like when you hit a successful one, there's just, it's great, right? See, that just feels good. That feels fun and fine and dandy. You know, I know that I'm the stupid thing is I'm sure the quick shifter, even with the clutch pulled in, is still you know, helping me out there. But regardless, sometimes I feel like using the clutch, sometimes I feel like using the quick shifter. I felt like using the quick shifter right there. So there's that. Okay, I presume to have open roads with no cars. I jinxed myself now, huh? Levers. Squeezers. Apparently there's a company called Rexamo or Rexa something, or Rexahoo, that makes short levers for this bike. I'm looking into them. And looking into them, I might grab some because I want short ones. My hands are just a wee bit too, like I would have to like really use a lot of my thumb if I want to like firmly grasp it. And so yeah, I'm gonna look into that. I mean, I could do ASV. That's $300, and I think that they are almost too short. I think the Rexamo ones are a little bit longer. And look, hey, look, cars, but I'm just cruising, not a problem. I think the Rexamo ones are a little longer. Like I'm looking for the Evotech lever size for the Trident. Those are perfect. I love them. I love everything about them. I wish I could take them off and put them on this, but this has Brembo. Speed racer. I gotta have the good stuff. Golly, man, my balls. Yeah. So I wish Evotech would just spend the time and the money. Oh my God. Spend the time and the money to develop a beautiful set of levers for this here motorbike, because I would gladly buy them. So if you're watching this, Evotech, hit up the corn, hit him up. He'll use your levers. He'll use them real good. He'll squeeze them, review them. Maybe when I get home, I'll set the camera up so I can show you how tall I am, because somebody was asking, and so I figured that I might as well throw that in somehow. I just don't have a damn tripod, and I would like to potentially get a wireless mic, because then I could stand in front of motorbike and talk while yeah, and you can see me. You can see all 5 feet 5 inches of this glorious dude. That's what it's a thought. It's a thought. Remember, this YouTube channel is for fun. It's gonna grow. Maybe not in subs, because that's not really what I care about. You know, have you noticed that I've never asked you to like sub? I just, like I said, do this for fun. If you guys find me, you find me. Playing hide and seek with y'all. I wanted to record or shoot a video yesterday because me and a couple buddies went on a cruise to CC Moto Cafe. It's like a coffee shop that's like motorcycle racing inspired. It's really cool. I got some cool stuff. Oh, friend, I see this guy all the time. It's cool. Yeah, it was like motorcycle racing themed. So they sell like coffee and like foot-long hot dogs and a bunch of just like clothing and stuff. So I got some stuff because it was a good ride. It's about 30 minutes from the house. We had to go downtown and but yeah, no, it was good. It's a cool place. I might go back. I might film another video there. It was cool. But I wanted to film yesterday because we had a good long ride. It was just a lot of just street riding, obviously, and hello, and you know, just hanging out with them. I don't really want to shoot a lot of video when I'm hanging out with them, because that's my goal when I'm on the bike. When I'm with them is to ride with them, whereas when I'm by myself and I'm talking to you guys, I don't feel alone. This is just a mumbling Mondaze. Maybe I should do that, like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, like the days series where I just kind of get on the bike and ride and talk about nothing. I'm 100% sold on the stock seat versus the lowered seat. I just think that it just works the best for me, even though I'm a short guy. Like I can extend my legs and I'm not touching the ground right now, which is nice because that means I can stretch. Yeah, no, the stock seat, it's just more comfortable. I think it's a little bit more like narrow on the thighs, which is a great thing, because it's almost like it's not the lowered seat isn't really truly lowered. It's just because it's a little wider. I feel like this, you kind of sit on it instead of in it, and I think I did it again. I think that feels a little better personally. But yeah, that's the last I'll bring up the seat, just because I feel like talking. Trying to find my YouTube personality, even though this is pretty much the doofus that I am in real life. It's fine. I'm fine, you're fine, we're all fine. And I say a lot because I just think, and I never write things down, because this is just like a whatever video, because I just have fun doing it. And I just speak and I speak and I speak, even though it has no meaning. I'm probably not going to include that. Okay. Lots of traffic. Or not traffic. Lots of construction. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Oh, nice. KTM guy. I know I'm on the street, but I still love myself a dirtsicle. Okay. I really like this thing when they're decelerating. Decel? It's just like, it's maybe you can see my feet now. I don't know if you can, but I am like, this is both on the floor, but I got balls and trunk up against the tank here. I am not sitting back, so when I stop, I scoot to the very front, and then put my feet down, which is pretty much like on like the pads of my feet, and then when I go, I will go and then push back, and now I'm seated in the seat, like on the actual seat. So maybe that'll help you. I'll see if I can add the clip. You won't hear me talking. Actually, no, I'll leave the helmet on just so you guys don't know what I look like. Just kidding, you know what I look like because I've released videos, but at least I won't look stupid trying to look tall when I'm not. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm about to be home. Really hope you had a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's see how these drone shots turn out, and if you have any feedback or any ideas that I could do with this here channel, feel free to let me know. Okay, my head might be chopped off here. I'm just gonna go ahead and try this out for you guys. I'm gonna show you my height. You might be able to, actually I'm gonna do it like that. That should work. You may not even be able to hear me, but I'm gonna try that just to show you my height. I am 5'6" when I wake up.